A2000 EST OCOE. They said if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. They said my time's wasted if I ain't chasing a bag. But pops told me never chase none. Only here to lead lost souls to the kingdom that's sad.
Yo, what's up? It's Thunder to be back again with yet another stream. We've got some crazy drama to talk about today. Just a lot of stuff happening on the internet. Hold on, give me 1 second. Oh, actually, hold on. I meant to send this. Give me 1 second. I want to send a nice little message into the Discord so that you guys know that I'm live. Fucking Nickmercs. TV show and movie reviews, and then maybe some CSGO. There we go. Seems apt. All right. 1 second. All right. Whew. So we've got quite a lot of things to talk about. Also, okay, can somebody explain this for me? Because I recently got migrated to the new system that that Discord has, and if you guys don't know, they have this new thing now where like your username is just gonna be your handle. Not gonna be like a hashtag number or something. It's just gonna be like your username. So like literally, and we're kind of like making a meme out of it. Actually, hold on. But trust me, you go. Let me see. Hold on. Let me move this over so that we have the chat over here. Actually, hold on. Yeah, that's the wrong window. Okay. Here we go, so that we can all see the chat as well. Come on. Scuffed. Okay. But like, look at this. This is supposed to be simpler, where you have the handle of the Discord account, like the user, and just as like @NotANewbie instead of @NotANewbie #3322, which is what it was. But instead, now it has like the first letter of like the entire user's you know, like little handle. So you know, who is this? This right here is, which just literally says M ... and mine says N ... I have a handle. I have a literal handle. And yet, you know, it's yo. Discord didn't even have to do this update. This was an entirely unnecessary update that they did not need to do. It was just some people were leaving Twitter and treating Discord like an alternative. So they were confused by the handle system. So now Discord felt compelled to change this. Now everyone is all looking all weird in the Discord. Now I'm not too tore up about it, but I just think it's a little dumb. Like, my name is not N ... It's not newbie. Not newbie. It's super weird. But hopefully they fix it soon. It's kind of a mess. Oh, hey, Mr. Pizza. Yes, I will. Can you send it into the React requests channel again on the Discord? Because I'm sure it's been buried by now. I also appreciate you volunteering some things for me to react to, because I actually don't have a lot of reaction material, which is fine, because like today I plan on mostly you know, reacting to the whole Nickmercs situation, reacting to the whole Harris Heller situation, doing some like TV show and movie reviews, and then just like probably playing CSGO with you guys if you guys want to hop onto some CSGO. This is some good stuff. This is my favorite non-alcoholic beer ever. This is fire. I dig this. Let's see. Oh.
Pizza said in the chat, the full animation is like 1 minute in total length.
Yeah, if it's just a minute in length, like for sure, like I'm down.
Said in the chat. We almost didn't work today due to an early morning thunder shower.
Oh. In wait, do you work outside? Also, let me know, chat, if like for these like segments where I've got like music on in the background, if you'd rather have me speaking with the duck or without the duck. The duck just basically turns everything in the background down. The only reason I don't like that as much is because when you guys are chatting, it turns your guys' voice down, and so I don't really like that as much. But yo, I want to go ahead, especially since I know that some of you guys don't like the politics. Especially since some of you guys don't like the politics, I actually want to go.
People say I'm a hard worker, but I'm too hard on myself.
What'll be my only
my
political
work is
segment.
confident in my abilities, and yes.
People say I'm a hard worker, but am too. People say I'm a hard worker, but I'm too hard on myself. But nowadays, my work is competent in my abilities, and yes, I'm not sure what all of that means. But I mean, yes, you are too hard on yourself, though. So yeah, it's like completely valid. Let's see. But I know that some of you guys hate the politics, so I'm gonna go ahead and dive headfirst into the politics first to get that all out of the way, and then we just have some fun afterwards. How does that sound? Does that sound good? Does that sound good, fine, fun, and reasonable? And I know that the drama that I have could take a while, and I'm gonna try to make it as brief as possible for the sake of this video. Let's see. I gotta make sure that I load all the tabs in the right order. Oh goodness, because there's the thing. I'm going to talk about the whole Nickmercs situation, but it's very like political, even though it's also like heavy like game streamer drama. Let's see here. Okay, this whole situation with Nickmercs and Call of Duty and Activision and all this stuff is very, very wild, and I feel like the media is sort of like misrepresenting everything that's going on. So I do want to try and represent everything properly as best as I can. I know I'm not going to be able to encompass everything, and I know that we don't have the facts about everything quite yet, but this drama has basically started a firestorm within the Call of Duty community and also the greater political community, as this is beginning to make waves in political circles as well, including the right wing. So it all started with this headline: Activision removes Nickmercs Call of Duty bundle after controversial Pride Month comments. And so what was said exactly? What was so bad that Activision had to remove Nickmercs' bundle, which included a custom skin with his likeness in it? What was so bad that he had to get his skin removed? Well, he said, "Leave little children alone," which on its own doesn't really seem too controversial, right? Well, here's the thing. This was in response to a tweet made by, I believe, a caster who was quote tweeting this video here. Now, this video here shows protesters, Antifa, and parents of students at Glendale University elementary school in California. They were getting into it in fighting. And Puckett here, he basically was just saying, I'm sick and tired of all this violence. Just let the LGBT activists have their way. That's kind of what he's signaling here by saying, let people love who they love and live your own life. And I kind of understand to a certain extent, because I think that all of us are pretty much, sick and tired of all the violence. I'm getting tired of it, and I hate seeing, fellow citizens getting hurt and injured at these situations. Now, Nickmercs decided to respond here by saying they should leave little children alone. That's the real issue. And, he was generally met with a lot of positive responses. There were some negative responses as well. But there were a lot of positive responses, especially among the gaming community. Now, before we get into the responses, I think it's important to think about what it was exactly that he was responding to, because that is all the context that's needed when it comes to, well, what exactly is happening here. Because, he could be responding to something that's very, legitimate and a good thing and saying, no, take that out of schools. Like, I don't want to see that in my school. This is bad when really it's good. Well, here's what's actually in response to. While they were meeting, to ratify Pride Month as like a month to celebrate at the school, that's not really why all of the parents were there. I'm seeing this misreported. This is one of the main points of contention that I have with much of the reporting, making it seem like he's upset with Pride Month being celebrated. No, he, as well as all the protesters, were upset about LGBT content and gender ideology being taught in schools, and this local broadcast actually captured it really, really well in the first few dozen seconds of this segment here.
Some parents plan to protest today's Pride Assembly at Satakoy Elementary School in North Hollywood. Eyewitness News reporter Jaysha Patel live at the school with the latest for us. Jaysha.
John, parents are feeling very divided about this Pride Assembly that's happening today. Some parents believe that Pride and LGBTQ plus topics should not be taught in schools, while other parents don't mind. And I want you guys to take a look at these trailers that are parked right across the school. They say, "Leave our kids alone." Now, this all started with an Instagram page that was created by a group of parents encouraging others to keep their kids home today to protest the Pride Assembly. The school calendar lists today as Pride, Spirit, and Rainbow Day, and parents have mixed feelings about it.
I didn't bring him into this world for a teacher to explain them what is gay or what two men or two women do. Some certain things should be left to the parents to decide whether they want their kids to be exposed to it or not.
Now, that's quite literally what Nickmercs meant. And how do I know that that's what Nickmercs meant? Well, he actually said so. He explained his entire position in a live stream afterwards.
MRP, some 30 wins. Keep it fucking moving, man. All right. I'll say this. I saw a tweet, and I didn't like what I was seeing, man. Okay, I saw parents brawling in front of a fucking school with kids. I just didn't fucking like it. You know, I'm sure a lot of you guys can understand how that video would piss some people off. It pissed me off. Okay. Now, I mean, full transparency. You know, how do I put this? I'm gonna be very, very careful.
Also, it's important to note, when it comes to how much solidarity this dude is getting, almost all the backlash has been coming from the mainstream media. It's very hard to find large groups of prominent folks online who oppose Nickmercs for what he said. And even looking at this chat here, almost everyone here is, in positive reaction to Nickmercs' tweet here.
Where? I don't want to piss anybody off. I'm making a lot of people mad. Most of my intention. I mean, listen, my wife and I just had a baby. Brand new father. You know, we seen these kinds of videos. It's sad, But her and I agree that we want to be the ones to talk to our kid about things like that. I'm trying to keep it really simple, just so we don't have to get too crazy about it, because there's nothing to get crazy about. It's just it really is that simple. I think I just have a bigger perspective on this now, being a parent, than I did maybe 2 months ago. So, the video bothered me, right?
And I think, it's a very, very fair take. He goes on to say that, he doesn't, oppose, even the LGBT community or gender ideology, but he would just rather teach his own children about it rather than have the school, teach his kids about it. Now, one question that you guys might have is, well, who was in the wrong in the whole fight? Because, there have been reports, there have been reports from multiple sides. Some people have been saying that it was, the parents attacking Antifa. Some were saying that it was Antifa attacking the parents. The official report from the police actually said that there was violence on both sides. And this is the best footage that I could find of the violence starting. It was really hard to find good footage of this whole situation. But this is the best video footage that I could find at first glance of this fight starting out. And so here we just see, a lot of fighting here. Now, I do think that this poster is biased. I'll just put that as a disclaimer, because if you look at his YouTube channel, he's following, he's like recording all of these like drag protests and doing all this fawning coverage, complaining about was like homophobia and stuff. But I do think that as a first-hand literal news reporter, because he's there doing actual reporting and journalism, props to him for doing that, I think that it is fair to take his words about what happened in the situation into account. And what he said was, a massive brawl erupted when the right-wing extremists, normal parents, finally succeeded in crossing behind the police line, culminating in the street. And it seems like what he's saying is kind of corroborated in this video if you watch closely here. So the person who's on the ground getting tussled with by the police is a parent. All the Antifa people are clad in their uniform, which is all black outfits and masks. So if this is just the parents tussling with law enforcement here. Now it looks like, once police start pushing the guy away, Antifa rushes the person who, crossed the line, and then that's when the fight started. And then everything got out of control from there. So it seems like this actually was started by the parents there. Of course, there's enough blame to go along all sides, but it looks like the main catalyst for the actual violence initially was, the parent crossing the police line. Now, a lot of popular content creators have gone on to, give Nickmercs some support. And that goes from, we have Tim the Tatman here, who even asked Activision to remove their, the Tim the Tatman bundle from Call of Duty Warzone in solidarity with his friend Nickmercs. And then Trainwrecks TV himself also went and said F cancel culture himself. The CEO of Rumble said that he stands behind Nickmercs. We've also seen, XQC even went and supported, Nickmercs to an extent.
I mean, it's a protest, it is what it is. And he says that they should leave children alone. Okay. I don't even know what the fuck. Chat. Yes, I don't even know the implications of the main tweet, off tweet. I don't really understand. Who is this day, and what terrible act is everyone afraid of? I think, hope the goal is most of them is to reduce not acceptance or moving stigma feeling different. Yeah, I don't really have a take because I don't really understand it, to be honest. So what do you say about that? Like, what the fuck?
My wife and I just had a baby.
Okay.
Brand new father. We seeing these kinds of videos. It's sad, But her and I agree that we want to be the ones to talk to our kid about things like that.
But things like what?
I'm trying to keep it really simple, just so we don't have to get too crazy about it, because there's nothing to get crazy about. It's just it really is that simple.
Yeah, fair point.
I think I just have a bigger perspective.
Okay, chat, guys, I'm paying attention, but this is very complicated. Okay. If you talk about the absolute term and significance of sexuality, then I kind of have to agree with that. I feel like the way that sexuality itself, guys, usually the way it works, and that I know of, is that they usually start teaching and talking about like sex stuff later on in school, right? So that
And he has a good point here because this is an elementary school, right? This is not like a middle school. This is a high school. This is an elementary school.
the parents can teach their kids about it before the school and introduce it themselves, because it's a pretty sensitive topic. Okay, that's how it was for me and how I've known about it. Is that they teach it at an age that isn't child, but isn't adult, a little bit in between somewhere.
Which is like teenager. I remember watching this clip and hearing him struggle, to to explain with like 15 words, a subject, a concept which could easily be encapsulated with the word still teenager. I thought that was funny. But it's not just XQC. It's a streamer named Swag who also went on to speak on the subject and decided to support Nickmercs.
What's good, man? Oh my God, the last few days have been fucking insane, bro. Just a crazy, just some crazy shit, bro. Genuine. One thing I can say is I do think that, I definitely think, taking Nick's skin away or taking it out the store, I think it's a little OD. So I think and because of that, I think we got to rock Nick today. I think that's OD, in my opinion, taking his skin out the store. Now, as far as the other stuff, chat, you know what I'm saying? That's a whole different monster, you know what I mean? But more so just with the skin being taken out on that aspect, I thought it was a little harsh. That's all I'm really say about it, chat. I mean, it's a slippery fucking slope.
And that's a fair point. He doesn't even have to agree with what Nickmercs said, which sounds like he doesn't even agree with what Nickmercs said, but we all can kind of agree that it's pretty extreme just to remove the skin from the game. Asmongold went on to speak about this.
Can you talk about the Nickmercs situation? Anti-LGBT protesters attack pro-LGBT demonstrators outside of a Glendale, California school board meeting. The school board is voting on recognizing June as Pride Month. This happened 4 blocks from my Overwatch League apartment. Americans are in a sad place right now. Let people love who they love and live your own life. They should leave little children alone. That's the real issue. I feel like a lot of people wouldn't have reacted as badly if he didn't make it the comment under a tweet that was about people attacking LGBT activists. It's not even about what was said. It was more about the context. I stand with Nick. No, I think a lot of people do. I've paid attention to a lot of the conversations around it, and I would say in every neutral platform, people are vastly in support of Nick. I would say 70-80% of people are on Nick's side, if not more. They want to entrap you to say something? Who are you talking to? Yeah, who's they? Yeah, why would I be afraid of talking about something? People are going to get mad at me? I think a lot of people support them, Nick and Tim and Dr. Disrespect. And the reason why you see other content creators not supporting them is because you can lose sponsors for it.
They're afraid.
Nobody wants to defend Nick or Tim or anybody like that because they're worried about just even defending what this person is saying, getting you labeled as a homophobe, and then you have a bunch of psychos on Twitter that'll take what you say and then turn it into something different, and then go to your sponsors and fucking cry about it and get your partnership removed.
Yeah, and he's got a great point because, I think the reason why we see so many people in the gaming community supporting Nickmercs here and not nearly as many people outside of the gaming community, have a similar reaction when someone, gives a similar opinion is that mainstream media has very much been infiltrated by this hyper-political, extremely partisan atmosphere where you have to, at the least, acquiesce to the extreme, far left progressive activist wing in order to not get canceled. Meanwhile, these gamer guys, these gamer dudes and gamer bros, they have nothing to lose. They've been in COD and Halo lobbies for years, slinging slurs back and forth. So if they say, I'm not, on the whole gender ideology bandwagon, that's the least of their concerns when it comes to getting canceled. Half these people probably have already had cancel campaigns against them. To be honest, So they have nothing to worry about. They have nothing to lose, which is why I think they're so honest about their own political position. And, like Asmongold said, when people are quiet about things like this, you have to wonder if it's, just because they're trying to save their own hide because they don't want to be canceled by the aggressive progressive wing.
Because the sponsors are like really afraid of that stuff. Because you literally can't have a middle ground with a conversation like this because people on the internet are so psychotic that it's impossible. Do parents have the final say when it comes to their kids? I mean, yeah, they obviously do. It's not even a question. Like any parent, like if they don't like the fact that there's like pride stuff in school, they can just take their kid out of public school. Mm-hmm. That's their right.
And this is why we see homeschooling, becoming vastly more popular, is because we're seeing a lot of this indoctrination infiltrating public schools nowadays.
As a parent, teachers would disagree with you. Well, teachers aren't the ones that matter. The parents are the ones that matter because it's their kids. But I will say that I think 95% of people that are having conversations around this issue are not having conversations about the issue. They don't want to see the other side. They don't care about the other side. You see a lot less people supporting Nick that are content creators because they're afraid of losing sponsors. In every single neutral news source, Nick has been overwhelmingly supported. And that's just the facts. Mm-hmm. There it is.
Frankly, that's my favorite response to the whole situation. Now, some people went and took it a step further. Not just saying they stand with Nick, but also doing this.
If you don't know the news, yesterday, it just blew my mind. Absolutely blew my mind. That Call of Duty, Activision, made the decision to pull Nickmercs' skin and bundle off the game. Champs, just imagine. He's one of us. He's one of us streamers, right?
Yeah.
To get your own skin and bundle and that whole collaboration on the biggest shooter franchise out there and be one of the first to do it in Call of Duty, that's such a massive accomplishment, And he worked hard, years and years, built a nice community. He's a great representation of a streamer gaming, And just like that, he made it, got it in there, and they pulled it down. That's a fucking tough one, man. That's a tough one. For what again? So what I got to do?
Here's the moment, y'all. Here's the moment.
Is uninstall the game.
He uninstalls the game.
Number one. Don't get a mistake. This year's Call of Duty is the worst in its franchise.
But now, I actually wondered, if this game would be boycotted, would there be enough people left playing the game for that to even make a dent in the user base? Because so many people have already been boycotting the game. So many people have already been fed up with the game. And plus, this game, not just this game, but a bunch of other Activision titles have been plagued with so many bugs. So many bugs that some of the games are crashing and stuff, and they've gone weeks and weeks and weeks without even addressing or fixing the issue. And a lot of people have been upset about that because, this game is basically being hacked and they're doing nothing about the game. But all of a sudden, there's this tweet, an extremely minor tweet that most people agree with. And all of a sudden, Activision's like, we can't have that. We can't have that in the game. The bugs are fine. But Nickmercs, that's a bridge too far. It's like some of the silliest, most petulant stuff I've ever seen from any AAA title, AAA game creator, AAA production studio. Absolutely wild.
But that decision by COD's PR marketing team, I'll tell you right now, man, that's a tough one. That's a tough one to digest for the two-time.
Yep. And so he later said that, he's going to keep the game uninstalled unless Activision apologizes or brings the skin back into Call of Duty. Now, one may assume that this means that Nickmercs just wants everyone to just get rid of the game from all of their devices and boycott the game, but that's not entirely true. We have a couple streamers here who have said that Nickmercs is completely fine with them playing the game.
Listen, guys, you guys think I wouldn't be playing this game if Nick wasn't okay with it? Bro, come on. I wouldn't just be going behind his back and continue to play this game if I didn't know he was fine with it. It's super simple. If Nick had a problem with it, I would not be playing this game. He understands, what's going on right now, and it's fine. I would not be playing this game if there was a big problem with me playing it between me and him. You guys can't make it out to be this big thing because it's just not with me and playing this. Nick and I are still gonna play. We just won't be playing COD together. Simple as that. That's my fucking brother. Lives right down the road from me. Will always be my guy. Nothing's gonna change that. Super simple.
Yeah,
that's how Ali and I do.
Seems fine to me. And also, Joey to kind of bring this full circle, I think has probably one of the most level-headed takes on this whole situation. I really liked Asmongold's take when it came to the politics, but Joyo, I hope I'm saying his name right, has a really good point when it comes to Activision as a company. And it's a really good commentary on what it takes to get people to boycott something.
Because I keep seeing it over and over and over and over, and it's just getting on my, it's just getting annoying, honestly. Do I think taking out the skin for Nick was so extra? Yeah, I would say so. But also, all the people that are just spamming, Joe, you're still playing COD? You're playing COD? Nobody's on COD. We're supposed to net. You're on COD, so you're on this side, you're on this side, you're on the... There's no sides. There's no drama. There's no politics. But what I will say though is, where was the same energy for this? Where was the same energy for this though?
He's got a great point. Gross allegations against Activision Blizzard when some of their employees were just having some absolutely disgusting behavior against, some female coworkers, to the point where it ended up with one female coworker committing suicide because they were being, I think it was blackmailed with explicit, multimedia or something. I forget exactly the situation, but there was just a terrible, terrible, terrible sexual harassment culture at Activision. And I don't know who, decided to boycott Activision because of that. Now, I will say that, these stories, unfortunately, didn't get a whole lot of attention. So I think that might have been part of the whole situation, too. But Joyo, I hope I'm saying his name right, makes an excellent point when it comes to this, where it's we say, yo, grab your pitchfork, folks. We need to ban Call of Duty. We need to boycott Call of Duty. We need to switch to a different game when... they have an outrageous, reaction to a pretty normal tweet, but we're not going to have the same energy when it comes to them having a culture of sexual harassment. I think it's entirely fair to take the gamers to task for that. But, at the end, what ended up happening? Well, Nickmercs ended up getting more popular, more famous. People decided to continue boycotting Call of Duty. And, life goes on. It's kind of weird. We have, these blow-ups and dramas over, some very normal, tweets that happen on social media, and then cancel culture does its thing. But at the end of the day, not much has changed, in real life. I think it is great to see, though, that not everyone is willing to just, bow the knee when it comes to, the cultural wins of the day. I think it's a pretty big win, actually, to see a lot of people stand up and being like, no, I actually think that this particular take is fair, and you're not going to be able to scare me into pretending that I've changed my mind. So I do appreciate that aspect of things. But also, at the end of the day, is removing one Call of Duty player skin the worst thing in the world? No. Now, I will say this. It's a de-incentivizer for me to buy Activision's games. I was actually thinking about eventually going through and buying some of the old Call of Duty games. When I get some more money, if I ever get more space on my computer's hard drive. And this made me be like, nah, man. Do I really want to, give this money to this company who cares so much about at least virtue signaling to Marxists that, they're removing a skin because the person who it represents said something normal? This is absolutely ridiculous. This is crazy land. So I'm just gonna stick on my side with my CS:GO and Halo Infinite and just keep on having fun with you guys in the Discord that way. By the way, if you guys want to play those games with me, let me know in the comments. Join my Discord. Game with me. I enjoy gaming with you guys. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say. I feel like no crazy take needs to be had. Nickmercs' tweet was fine. Activision overreacted, and Activision needs to decide to maybe fix their bugs in the game and also fix their sexual harassment culture before they start trying to, police who says what on Twitter of all places. I don't think that, Activision has the moral high ground when it comes to that. I'm sorry. All right, that was a lengthy video. Hopefully the video doesn't end up being super long. That would kind of suck. Nice to see some of you guys still watching. I actually appreciate that. I know that I tend to lose viewers once I go into politics, but I figured that this was an important enough topic to speak on. I guess there's the whole Harris Heller thing that I can react to. But then also, I still don't have... unless Mr. Pizza posted it on his YouTube channel. Hold on, where is it? Oh yeah, no. It's on his YouTube channel. Okay, I'll just react to it on the YouTube channel. There's this whole situation. Let me pull this up here. Harris Heller. Okay, here we go. Oh man, Harris Heller is one of my favorite YouTubers, and it's kind of weird to see him embroiled in any type of drama because he's not the type of person I would have expected to ever see in any drama. But he did end up getting in drama, and thankfully it's not because of anything that he did. It's because of something that Twitch staff did. Twitch staff decided to harass the man Harris Heller. Now, why? Well, apparently it was just because he was criticizing Twitch. Here's kind of some of the context of what happened. There's been, a lot of... This is the video that's been kind of going viral. And I did watch the VOD of this as well, the past 10 minutes, because, Harris Heller was right. This did happen. Or sorry, Tedward, who posted this. Tedward was right. This did happen in the last 10 minutes of the VOD. And some people in the chat at the time said, yo, I bet he's going to come in afterwards and remove some of his, messages. Because this is from Seth Hendricks, a staff member at Twitch. And I was looking at chat, and the replay proved that one chatter to be right, because there are some of these messages that show up in this video that have since been removed from the VOD, specifically the "you tried to ban me LOL" post, or whatever is the equivalent to that. That was terrible. But I couldn't imagine what this must have been like, to experience as a streamer. What the heck? Okay, everything disconnected for a second. But anyways, Harris Heller was trying to do a stream where he just talks about the problems that are going on with Twitch right now. And a member of Twitch staff goes in the chat, starts berating him, and then tries to gaslight him in a very strange interaction.
I love you, but I would also love to talk to you one-on-one one time. The but is that I think you have a lot of good ideas, but you're missing so much. No is saying you're wrong about anything. Maybe, is that no one? Is that a typo? No one's saying you're wrong about anything. You just have so many assumptions that are way off. No one's saying you're wrong about anything. You just have so many assumptions that are wrong. Also, the stream beats is kind of hidden. I don't understand those two sentences going side by side. I mean, I love you guys over at Twitch. No hate over here, but we're all frustrated. And honestly, coming into a stream and saying, Sorry, man, you're wrong. Doesn't fix anything. I'm happy to be told I'm wrong. I'm not upset about it, but...
And this seems fine, right? You know, someone's in the chat just disagreeing with Harris Heller, saying that everything was fine when really it's not. It was a strange take to have, considering how upset everyone is, but it's whatever. But let's see what happens next.
I know a lot of people making assumptions are making wrong guesses. Talk to people, be open about stuff, and fix stuff. Again, not saying you're wrong. Not saying you're wrong, but then a minute and a half ago you said you just have so many assumptions that are way off. How do you say I'm way off, but then you say I'm not saying you're wrong? That's what that said. And I'm happy to be wrong, but if you think I'm wrong, just tell me I'm wrong. Don't tell me I'm wrong and then say I'm not saying you're wrong. Seth, I don't understand why we're having this conversation.
So the context, he said, seriously, again, no one said you're wrong about anything. You can have your opinions, and those are fine.
Understand why we're having this conversation. If Twitch is trying to fix its appearance with streamers, like, you can't come into a streamer's chat, hijack their entire stream, tell them
true.
You didn't say the word wrong, but you said you're way off, which is synonymous with you're wrong, and then argue with me when I said I'm fine with being wrong. Said nobody told you you're wrong. You literally told me I was wrong. Stop telling me you didn't say. I have a chat history. We saw that you said that, and again, it's fine. Like, I'm trying to drop the conversation. It's just weird that now you're like hijacking my chat and making this weird. Like, I want to end my stream right now because I feel so uncomfortable with being gaslit by a Twitch chat, by Twitch staff on my live stream. Like, what is happening here? I just banned him.
This is the funny part. This is crazy.
Can I not ban you?
No,
I hit the ban button and then you chatted again anyway. Can you?
You can't ban
You
Twitch
cannot
staff.
ban staff. Oh my gosh. You tried to ban me? Of course I tried to ban you. Anybody would get banned for doing what you're doing right now. This is so weird. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream.
Yeah.
I love you guys. I can't focus right now. I gotta go.
Now, for those of you who are a little bit confused as to why he didn't stream, if you watched the VOD, he actually said that he was having trouble focusing. He wanted to switch topics, but he couldn't get his mind to switch subjects with the Twitch staff guy in the chat. He also said on Twitter, "This is super weird. My social anxiety was sky high. People deal with way worse on stream. It's not a huge day. I just shut down stream, played outside. My daughter said 10 out of 10 would recommend. Don't send any hate Seth's way. Not worth it." And I kind of get it, but at the same time, you know, this is crazy. This is kind of like not the best time for this to happen either. You know, with, you know, Twitch, you know, first of all, putting in those rules, they're basically saying, hey, streamers, how about you not make money on our platform? You are not allowed to have your streams compensated by, sponsors. Now it's a little bit hyperbolic, right? It's a little bit exaggerated, but that was kind of the drift of what Twitch was on. That was a little bit like their wave, or at least close to it. And you know, for Harris Heller to just do a normal stream. So many people have been going on Twitch and complaining about Twitch on Twitch. To just go into this dude's stream and start like basically berating him, saying you're wrong, and then also trying to gaslight him into thinking that he didn't say that he was wrong. It's like one of the strangest things I've ever seen. And, you know, I feel like Harris Heller actually handled himself very professionally. He's not the type of dude to ever get into drama. So it was kind of weird to even see him in drama. Like, Harris Heller in drama in the same sentence, that like never happens. So that was a little bit jarring for me. And, you know, I'm sure that to see Twitch deteriorate, you know, it's been difficult for Harris Heller. He's long been a guy who makes tutorials on YouTube about how to stream. He's long promoted Twitch, but over the past few years, he started promoting YouTube just because YouTube has become a better platform for streamers than Twitch, for various reasons. Like, you know, he was instrumental in me deciding to move over from Twitch to YouTube years and years and years ago, before I even streamed, consistently back in like high school, whatever. I had a handful of streams, but I decided to switch from Twitch to YouTube in part because Twitch kept on deleting my VODs, but that's neither here nor there. Harris Heller is a beloved member of the streaming community. And, you know, it's one thing to like go go crazy, go hamburger on, you know, some random Twitch streamer's stream, but to go crazy on the stream of someone who is so beloved by the streamer community, especially beloved by like the smaller streamer community, is just a terrible look and a bad thing for Twitter PR, because, you know, small streamers probably make up like the majority of Twitch viewers, right? And, you know, if you're gonna make them upset by going after one of their favorite YouTubers, one of their favorite content creators, that's just not great. That's just gonna turn all the users against them. Now, again, if you guys have watched my previous video on Twitch, I don't think that Twitch cares. I don't think that Twitch cares at all about their current user base, nor do I think that they care about the streamers. Because at the end of the day, they want both just gone from the platform. They want to become a fast service where you just turn on, you turn it on and you see either like, you know, replays of PewDiePie videos, you know, live streams of like the Shout YouTube channel, or like the QVC, you know, stream or whatever, like QVC Shout channel. What is it? Thursday Night Football. They've got some other sports things in the pipeline. They're now trying to get some like NBA rights too. Like, this is just, Twitch is trying to become a completely different thing, which, to be fair, I understand, because that makes it more financially viable, but also destroys what Twitch was born and created to do. Like, it just goes against the thesis of what Twitch is supposed to be in the first place. But that's where I think they're trying to go, and I don't know if this was, you know, an intentional, calculated move, but I think it's just going to take them further in that direction of alienating Twitch from the user base, and it's kind of sad to see that this has happened. Alrighty, I think it's time to react to Mr. Pizza's animation. Mr. Pizza made me this animation, and this is like the full thing. It's been out for you know, more than a couple handfuls of days actually, but I've not yet seen the full thing. So let's check this out, because I think I told him that if this animation is good enough, I might use it as my intro. We'll have to see. But yeah, I think this is like rotoscoped. But he's spent tons and tons and tons of time on this.
This is perfect. I can finally take you down once and for all.
And again. Again. Like, I wish he asked me to record him some lines, because I would totally be willing to record voice lines for him for this.
This is perfect. I can finally take you down once and for all. Try me, you weakling. Fire style fireball jutsu.
Ah, the fireball jutsu. What a shame it had no effect.
Yo, what is this? Yo. I wish I could fight like this. But this is cool. I like the whoa. I like the blurring effect in between some of these frames. This is well drawn. Yo. I do wish there was background in some of these, because I think it makes it kind of hard to follow.
Damn it, he's way stronger than I thought. And my jutsus have no effect on him.
Do you finally understand, Nubi? You're simply just wasting chakra by continuing this battle. No matter, I'll put you down right here and right now.
Yo.
That's it. I'm going all out now. Prepare to die, you bastard.
Yo, what is this? Yo.
It's over. I win.
Yo, this is cool. This is very cool, dude. Dude, this is awesome. I will say I probably won't include it just because of some of the language. You know, the animation newbie says some things I would never say. But that's awesome, dude. Dude, that's great. Wait, do you have more animations? Like, is this just like something that you do, or because that's pretty good. It's pretty good. E Productions actually in the comment section said, "Who's the voice actor for this? He's very talented at voices." Yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound like me, but it was a good voice, I thought. Very cool, very cool, very cool. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's right. We've got the the reviews to do. Hold on, let me see. Let me see, how do we do this? I have to remember, what's the numbering of the episodes? How many episodes are in... Oh, excuse me. How many episodes are in Succession Season 4? Oh, excuse me. Okay, 10. Okay, so, excuse me. So I did enter this correctly. All right, cool. Oh my goodness, Succession is bonkers. And I finally finished the entire series. I watched it as it aired. So, and it was really cool to be part of like a cultural moment like that, because I never really did that. I didn't watch, what was it? Game of Thrones, because of all the sexual content in there. So it was nice to see like a show like Succession come to the forefront, something that I could enjoy without having to delve into all like the nudity and all that stuff. But Succession, by the way, is like a fantastic show. If I gave you the elevator pitch, you'll think that's boring. It's like a bunch of people want to be the CEO of a company. Boring. But what makes it really interesting is that, all of these people are actually siblings fighting with each other because the family is extremely dysfunctional. And so there's a lot of drama because everybody's toxic, basically. So just like seeing the drama unfold between everyone, seeing, character development, and then seeing those characters regress again in, some sort of cyclical ways is really, really interesting too. And it's a show where they say, a lot of people say that you're not supposed to root for anyone, but I do think that it's fine to root for people in Succession, in part because this show is realistic in a way that a lot of shows that lampoon rich people, or even movies that lampoon rich people, don't do. Like, I think Glass Onion's a great example of lampooning rich people not done in a realistic way, because while they're lampooning rich people, they're doing it against caricatures, right? These people are very goofy and silly, not really done in a realistic way that's actually believable. Meanwhile, in Succession, we've got these rich people who seem fairly grounded, even if they are ridiculous at times, but they also are human. They have emotions. They have some positive aspects to them. So, from that aspect, I do think that, there's people in Succession that you can root for. If you want to root for them, that's perfectly fine. And if you see yourself with some of the characters, even to like a little bit of a degree, it shouldn't make you wonder, oh, am I a terrible person because I tell jokes like Roman does? Like, calm down a little bit, right? Like, it's fine to, treat these very human characters as if they are human. But anyways, that finale was really something else. One thing I really liked about that finale is it's like 90 minutes long. In most, extra long episodes of television, I tend to notice pretty quickly that, oh, this is longer than the extended runtime. This is kinda extra. This is starting to feel a little long. But we actually didn't really get that in this episode, I don't think, which was really, really cool. I think a testament to just how good the episode was, because it didn't feel long. It just felt like a normal length episode. But, it was because there wasn't a natural ending point until the final moments of the episode. And one thing I kind of liked about this episode too is, they, and kind of with this whole season as well, they've given a lot of us Succession viewers some things that we've wanted in a way that doesn't feel like fan service, even though it kind of is. So, like, for example, we've seen the toxicity of Tom and Shiv's marriage, right? Well, in this 4th season, we see them both reconcile and seemingly, have some very sweet, wholesome time together. We see them both lash out viciously and tell each other some, very harsh truths. And then we also see Shiv apologizing for some of her behavior, which she very rarely does ever in the entire show. We also get to see, Shiv pregnant with Tom's child. These are all different things that I think different fans of the show wanted. Different fans of the show have been shipping Shiv and Tom, despite the toxicity of their relationship. So they got to see them together and actually being happy. Some people have been, not shipping the characters because of how toxic they are. So they got to see them fighting in a balcony on election night. Or the night before election night. So they got that. Some people have been wanting Tom to, get the child that he so desperately wants. So, you've got that there in the mix as well. And that's just with Tom and Shiv. Like, we see things like, Ken smiling, actually being happy, all of the siblings playing together in the meal fit for a king scene. We see... what was it? We see Roman deciding to kind of like just stop playing the game, so to speak. Stop always angling for that CEO position, and that was really nice to see him do that. We saw, what else did we see? I guess we didn't see as much from Kendall, but one thing that was nice was during that election episode, he seemed very much to actually be behaving in a professional manner until he learned that Shiv was turning on him, because he was trying to balance, we want to have integrity as a news network, and also it's going to be bad for my kids if Mencken is president, but at the same time, it does seem likely that Mencken has won, we just don't have the final results yet. So we see some positive things from all of these characters, and we see some things that a lot of fans have been wanting. So they did fan service in a very tasteful way, and they even did that with Tom and Greg, right? One of the final scenes was one last razz for the Disgusting brothers, and I absolutely loved it because we didn't see much razzing in seasons 3 and 4, and not even in season 2 as much. So it was really nice to see, Tom, Raz, Greg one last time be like, "Oh, I'm gonna fire you," but not really. And also to see Tom get the position. Is it just me, or did he actually... He's the only person who actually earned the position, and that's why he got it, because, he learned skills. He learned enough skills to where he was actually doing his job. He was away from, parties and familial affairs because he was busy actually managing the business. We see, Ken and Roman and Shiv try to do these different things, and in some cases they actually do handle aspects of the family business. But Tom is the one who seems to take it the most seriously and is doing his best to actually do a good job. And I think that's one thing that Lucas Matson sees in him, and is as a reason why he supports him. Both that, and of course, yes, he is someone who just sucks up to, the person who's the most powerful in the room. So there's that aspect, of course, that Matson is looking for. It's competency, as well as, someone who's willing to be, like Shiv said, servile. So there's so many things that just poetically just really worked to come together in that final episode. And I've seen some people say, "Oh, they wrapped up stuff too quickly." No, they did not. They did not wrap up stuff too quickly. There's a reason why the episode was 90 minutes long. Now, I frankly do think that it should have ended with Kendall committing suicide, as did Kendall Strong. He also felt like it should have, or not Kendall Strong, Jeremy Strong. He felt like it should have ended with that. But I respect the writer's decision not to have that scene in there, because I do like how they spoke about this in the whole controlling the narrative, segment of the series as well. You can go watch that if you have HBO, not HBO Max anymore. If you have Max, you can go check that out. But basically, they were envisioning potential futures for these characters, and Kendall does have some sort of future, even though he feels like his purpose for life is basically gone. Also, one can imagine that Colin would have kept him from jumping over the edge anyways, which he ended up doing, in one of the takes there. But anyways, like, this show is bonkers, and this show is crazy. If you like interpersonal drama, this show is for you, because this show just filled with toxic siblings fighting. It's pretty much all this series is, and it's amazing in both that and also its portrayal of just like normal human beings. Like I appreciate that as well, because I think these are some of the most realistic characters that we've ever seen grace the screen. But I mean, yeah, no, this is fantastic. And you know, this season alone is like maybe like 3 of the best episodes of television I've ever seen. So there are not that many seasons of television where I could say that for. So this show is probably the best show I've ever seen. It's awesome. You should go check it out. Unfortunately, they haven't dropped a Blu-ray. I don't know why they haven't dropped a Blu-ray for the complete series yet, or any of the other seasons at least. I really hope they do a 4K release, because you can watch it on 4K on HBO Max. Sorry, on Max if you have the right package. So I don't know why they didn't, release that yet, but maybe they'll release in the future if the DVD sales are good enough. All right. Well, that is Succession Season 4, Episode 10. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's do The Little Mermaid. Don't have a lot to say. Man, I don't have a lot to say about The Little Mermaid. And this is the live action version, by the way, that I'm talking about here. And, you know, I will say this movie was certainly not for me. And but I will say it's possible to separate the fact that it did race swapping with the actual quality of the movie, because the movie itself was actually good, even though it wasn't for me. It's weird. I think it's pretty fair to say that it's weird to just race swap, you know, these characters just because you're like, oh, I just want a black person to be the protagonist rather than a white person. You know, I think it's just like kind of a weird thing to do. Like, I would say, you know, probably some self-examination that needs to be done if you're thinking about race that much. But apart from that, the movie was still fine. Now, I do think there were some things that they should have explained more. I think, you know, one of the biggest problems, I think, with the story, which, you know, actually led it to be a little bit interesting if you're looking at the movie with a philosophical lens, but it's still, from a storytelling perspective, is unfortunate and not good, is that who is the aunt or whatever, the lady who was bad. Hold on, let me look this up. See, this movie is so not for me that I don't remember the characters' names. Hold on, where's the cast? Oh, Ursula. Okay, yeah. So Ursula at one point had gotten banished by the king. What's the king's name? Let's see. King Triton. Yeah. So Ursula had gotten banished by Triton. And that was very clearly said in the movie. And that's the cause for the whole situation, because Ursula's salty at Triton for banishing her, and so she decides to mix up this silly potion to basically mess with the mermaid in a way that would, you know, make the King Triton upset, and then give her leverage over him. It's a whole crazy thing. Kind of wild. But it definitely works in the framing of the story. My problem is they don't explain whether, like, why Ursula, whether or not Ursula was right, because it's a possibility that she's right, because they don't say why she got banished. It could have been that Triton was just mean and just wanted the throne all to himself, and so he banished Triton so that she could not challenge his place on the throne. But I do think that there is still a moral lesson to this movie, which is, first of all, the ends don't justify the means, right? Even if Ursula was right, it doesn't matter, because you don't deceive people and trick them with magic. Just you can get leverage over someone so that you can get revenge for something that they did to you like a long time ago. So as far as that is concerned, there's no need for an explanation as to whether or not Ursula was in the right or in the wrong, because in any case, she's not doing the right thing. So from that perspective, I think that was kind of nice to see that theme in the movie. But still, from a storytelling perspective, it's like you're spending half the movie wondering, if the good guys are actually on the side of good or not. Like, I'm like, should I be rooting for Triton to be banished or not? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I think the movie was basically fine. The music was all right. I'm not a big fan of musicals, although I will say that it had a lot fewer musical numbers than I was expecting. I did learn though that there was actually less music in the original, so maybe it's just me not being familiar with the source material, because I've actually never seen the animated version of The Little Mermaid. So, but yeah, I mean, it was just all right. Not really my thing, but I'm sure there are going to be some people who enjoy it. Some people are definitely going to be salty that Ariel was race swapped for basically pandering reasons. But I think at the end of the day, give it 5-10 years, literally nobody's going to care about the skin color of Ariel in the live action version. Like, people are either just going to like the movie or they're not. So that's one reason why I don't really care about those types of things when it comes to judging whether or not something is good. Because sometimes they do these like race swaps and the characters are bad and so it sucks, but that's because the characters are bad, not because the characters race swap. Usually it doesn't really affect the actual quality of the story. So that's why I view them completely differently. And you can complain all the live long day about the race swapping, but it doesn't make the movie bad. It's my opinion. That's my opinion. And to me, I'm a fan of just watching good art, right? So if you're going to race swap something, but it's good, I'm going to watch it. Right? I'm gonna watch it. That's just how I roll. So I'm not gonna get all twisted over it. Whew. Alrighty. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna hold off on those other two movies, the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 reviews and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse movies, specifically because I know my siblings are in adjacent rooms and I don't want to give them spoilers on accident. So I'll hold off on those. I'll review those another time. But for now, boogity boogity boogie, let's go racing, boys. No. I'm just kidding. But I'm going to hop into the chat for PUBG. Well, actually, no. I'm in the LAN party. So if you guys are in my Discord, if you're not in my Discord, go join my Discord. Let's see here. If you're not in my Discord, definitely join it. I'm literally just in the voice comms. I'll turn on TTS again. Oh, hold on. What's this? Original Mike said, "Oh boy, Vegas Golden Knights are getting free lap dances. They won the cup. What? How the heck did I miss this?" Lap dances. They won the cup. What? I'm not seeing anything about lap dances. So, oh.
Official Mike
You're right.
said in the chat.
Yo.
A strip club promised the Vegas Golden Knights free lap dances if they win the Stanley Cup.
What the heck is this nonsense? Bro, this is such a Las Vegas thing to do. So Las Vegas, bro. Oh, man. I am never going to go live in Las Vegas, I'll tell you that much. You know, I'm not entirely shocked at their celebration of debauchery. I will say good for them for winning the Stanley Cup, though. I mean, well done. But I mean, I just think that it's kind of funny. Like,
Official Mike.
But hey, maybe they're not going to tear down
in the
like
chat.
street lamps or something.
Also, people at work make rumors about my workaholic nature, how I don't take breaks and don't drink water and don't eat.
Yeah, those are all negative things. You know, did you really think that you would get by without anybody commenting about that? Like, it's so obvious. Like, I hate laughing.
Official
just
Mike
because,
Mike
like, so.
Said in the chat. Okay, last two are 100% false. I do eat and drink water on the job, and the first rumor was out of context.
Sure. No. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Like, whenever you're in the chat, you always give off this energy where it's just like your existence is like a cry for help. And you're like always you are an extreme tryhard. You're like trying hard to be like this like alpha dude, it feels like. Like, I would completely understand why anybody who comes across you would be immediately concerned. It makes total sense to me. I just don't know how many people it takes to notice that behavior before it's something that's had to address. That's all I'm wondering. Also, do you want to play some? Do you want to play some CS:GO with me? Let's see. I don't do practice with bots. What's war games?
Official Mike said in the chat. Like, okay, would you rather be overheating in a vehicle with a crappy A/C or be outside and do your job and feel less hot?
What? Would you rather be overheating in a vehicle with crappy AC or be outside doing your job and feel less hot? I mean, I'd rather be, I don't know. See, I like being hot. But I would rather be doing a job rather than just sitting around doing nothing. That's just lame. What's the difference between casual and deathmatch? Oh, casual is just like, okay, casual would just be teamless, basically, just free for all. But yeah, man, join me in
Official
CS:GO.
Mike said in the chat. And I drink like 3/4 of a gallon on average on a job and have drank an entire gallon of water, and I have a sandwich for lunch and eat breakfast.
Oh, interesting. I did not know that. Let everybody know in my Discord that I'm playing CS:GO. I'm gonna join the FBI right now. Wish me luck. Why'd they spawn me in the enemy camp? Bro, who does that? Bro, why they keep spawning us like in the same area? Oh dang!
Official Mike
I'm not shocked that I got shot though.
said in the chat. Plus, the air conditioning was crap, so if you were feeling heat exhausted, it would be better to just continue your job and drink water than be in the vehicle and get more heat exhausted. Official Mike said in the chat. Now, if the vehicle I had working A/C, then I would definitely take more breaks.
Wait, what do you do for a job? No! No! I was trying to get out of the way.
The enemies have gotten ahead. Rein them in.
Dang, bro. Who's the...
The enemy team has lost their lead. Keep going.
Official Mike said in the chat. My work partner today noticed I do indeed drink water and eat food and take breaks, but I'm just clever at when I do and I spray weeds outside.
Woohoo! We got that headshot, boy. Let's go. All right, booyah. Oh, I couldn't see him. That camouflage is pretty good. Yeah, no, I mean, you should notice, you know, that you do these things. And if you spend enough time with them, like, they'll see. I wouldn't worry too much about the rumors, to be honest. Like, worrying about what other people say about you is literally how you get caught up in drama. Bro, if you just, like,
Rein them in.
keep on doing your thing, keep on moving, like... Okay, how did I not get him? But bro, if you just like keep it pushing, keep on doing your thing, like...
Official Mike said in the chat. But everyone at work says I work hard and am quite chill.
They say you're quite chill? You... Dang, I almost got him. You made it seem like they were making fun of you for being a tryhard. Okay, I'll take that.
Official Mike said in the chat. Even my supervisor is quite impressed with how I work.
Yeah, I mean, you sound like someone who will be productive, regardless of whether or not your behavior is healthy or not. So, like, you're the type of person where, like, even if all your coworkers are, like, making fun of you, I'm sure your boss would, like, be very happy with you. Come on! Bro. Okay. Okay, well. Yo, he's right behind me. Okay.
And looks like the enemies are the first to reach halfway.
Dang, we're
Official Mike
this is so neck and neck.
Said in the chat. So when I spray I do a swap that's super fast, so it allows me to move at a slightly quicker pace just because I hit more quickly.
Wait, so what do you do with your job?
Official Mike said in the chat. Plus people say I'm quite funny.
Well, I mean, you seem to have a very affable personality, so like, I'm not surprised you're funny. Like, you definitely seem likable to a certain degree. Yo! Where are these bots
Official
coming from?
Mike said in the chat. Like I was like, oh, I'll play some hardcore music, and then proceeded to play the most chill pop music ever.
That's funny. Hey, I just met you. Let's go. That was a no scope. Yes! How do I use the health shot? I don't know how to use the health shot. I don't know what that is. Dang, bro. I was on a Yo,
Official Mike.
I was in a streak there.
Said in the chat. Or when my manager said he didn't know who Deadmau5 was. He's a Canadian DJ since early 2000s.
Yo, I
and
didn't know
then
he
I
was
said,
Canadian.
hey, I'm gonna play a song from his time, then play Harry Belafonte in the line.
Yo. That's funny. Wait, who's... I don't know who Harry Belafonte is, but I did not know that Deadmau5 was Canadian. Oh, dang. Why? What do you mean Eugene's dumbing? How do I use my health shot? Oh. Okay, I'm dead. I told y'all I was dead. Told y'all I was Miss Me. Told y'all I was gonna die.
Official Mike. Said in the chat. Deadmau5 is from Niagara Falls.
Bro, Niagara Falls is in America. What are you talking about?
Your team is leading.
No, I'm kidding. I know that it's in both, actually.
Official Mike.
Yo, we got surrounded though.
Said in the chat. Last week I worked 64.5 hours in 6 days. I had the Sunday off.
64 hours, bro? Why do you work so much? Are you getting paid like $8 an hour? Like...
Frags left for the enemy team. Your team has 3 points left.
Here we go. That's 2 points left, I think.
Official Mike. Said in the chat. It was out of town stuff, so it was 12 hours. Official Mike. Said in the chat. I'm getting paid 21 an hour.
Okay, well 21 an hour ain't bad.
Official Mike. Said in the chat. Like my shortest day was the Saturday before my day off, and that was 9.
How did we get a draw, y'all? How did we get a draw? Okay, well they said we got the W, so I'll just take their word for it. So my shortest day was Saturday before my day off, and that was 9. Why do you work so much, though? Why do you work so many hours? That's my question. That is my pocket towards you.
First kill goes to the enemy team.
Thanks, commentator.
Official Mike. Said in the chat. It's mostly driving, waiting for permits and such.
Oh, come on.
Official Mike. Said in the chat.
trying to restrain
Like
myself
Kenlin
here.
and Edson was 12.5
Trying to restrain
hours
myself and
and
keep
6 of
myself
those
from
hours was just driving.
screaming. But these guys keep on sneaking up behind me. Taking me out before I can even see them. Shoot. I saw him, bro. I had the head start. I think I saw him before he even saw me, and I still lost that battle. And then how did I not even take out that person? I shot him like twice with some sort of shotgun. Final.
Official Mike said in the chat, it's mostly driving, like spraying isn't that long.
Dang it. Oh, okay, so you're like a truck driver, basically.
Official Mike said in the chat.
See, where are
Some
they?
of
Where
the
the enemies?
sites we spray out of town are legit one-person sites I easily took out in like 5 minutes LOL.
That's cool. Come on. Try to have that like that action hero moment.
Official Mike said in the chat. We drive the sites, wait for permits, then spray. Official Mike said in the chat. Today was about 8.75 hours.
Dang. Oh no! Oh no! Today was 8.75 hours. Okay, that's not too bad. I mean, I work unpaid overtime sometimes, so like, that's a little bit more than a typical day for me as well. So you're not doing anything too crazy. If most of your days are like almost 9 hours.
Official Mike said in the chat. Oh, on Monday job made a boo-boo, they made a mistake, so I got sent home because they realized as we were about to head out that I never got the orientations for that site and couldn't do them.
Oh, it's funny. Did you get paid? Did you get paid still?
Official Mike said in the chat. OROT is banked, but when we cash out my OT is 31.50 an hour.
Yo, that's cracked. That's awesome. Dang. I just got outnumbered there.
The enemy team has lost their lead. Keep going.
31.5 an hour is crazy over here. Sorry, I know I said it was cracked. I just wasn't paying attention because I was trying to game and actually do well in these matches. Because we're just falling behind barely. And whenever I do these matches, we tend to be like neck and neck. Trying to win as many bot matches as I can, though.
Official Mike said in the chat. Management apologized. I got paid for 3 hours even though I was there for 30 minutes and I heard from the boss that you'll get compensated somehow, but I don't know exactly. Official Mike Mike said in the chat. OT by law is time and a half where I am. Official Mike
that's
Mike
awesome.
said in the chat. 21.00 plus 1.5 is 31.50.
Okay. Whew. I was almost worried that that was a an ally, not an enemy.
Nice shot.
Point blank range. Don't congratulate. Don't congratulate me.
That's how you do it.
Come on! I need to get some more of these 50-50
Official
shots
Mike
if my team is gonna win.
Said in the chat. Same for paid 3 hours, it's required by law.
Good kill.
We're down by 3, y'all. With 3 minutes on the clock.
Official Mike Mike said in the chat. Maybe I hit more out of town stuff.
Good one. Way to go.
Ooh. We're down by 1 now. We're down by 1.
In the lead. Keep it up.
Yo, we're winning. Come on. Come on. It's tied. They're winning. We gotta clutch up. Come on, clutch, freaking clutch.
Your team is leading.
Come on. Because you gotta stay clutched up. Bro, we're tied. What? No. Okay, hold on. We got 90 seconds left. It's tied with 90 seconds left. Come on, guys. We. Okay, we're winning. All we gotta do is just hold the line for real.
Official Mike Mike said in the chat. I get paid extra for out of town too. Official Mike Mike.
Okay, we're winning by
said in the
3
chat.
now. We're winning by 3.
$50 a day on 2.
Okay, guys, let's just take this one. Let's not wait for time. Okay, we need
Official
2 more kills, guys.
Said in the chat. Top of earnings, but only $15 day. I head back.
All right, one more. Yes! Let's go! This is what I was looking for, and I'm doing quiet shouting because it's really, it's like midnight, but yo! This is what we wanted. Finally, after hours of mediocre gameplay. I think I might have broken my chair.
Official Mike said in the chat. So I do 12 hours, I get paid those, plus
Yo.
I get $50 extra.
Yeah, my chair is moving kind of weird now. Whew. That's the kind of moment I was trying to hit.
Careful. Let's all make it home tonight.
Dang it.
Oh! Enemies get your first kill.
This map is bonkers. I love this map though. Oof.
Official Mike said in the chat, I might work on Welcome to China 2, 1984 on the internet if I have day off tomorrow.
Yeah, you should. People seem to like your first one. Bro, we're down by so much it's not even funny. Dang. Okay, but we're catching up. Definitely not quite like clutch
Official
mode, but
Mike said in the chat, the jokes will be better. Lennox O said in the chat, Newsbeat.
let's go. Oh, yo, Lennox O, what's up? What's up? You missed all the hyper political segments. There's some reactions. Or like I did some of my reviews. I didn't do all my reviews because I don't want my siblings to overhear some spoilers. I'm gonna wait till I watch the movies with them. But I did like reviews of like Succession and stuff. I think I did an actual okay elevator pitch, which is basically that it's toxic people fighting, and also that the characters are extremely realistic in a way that is quite human. I also covered like the Nickmercs drama, which is like a very strange synergism between like internet drama, esports / gamer news, and like culture war nonsense. It's kind of wild how all those worlds like converged.
Said in the chat, did you hear that Chris Christie is going to possibly be running for president?
Oh no, he's actually running for president and it's hilarious. Dude does not stand a chance. Dude is just like a kamikaze weapon. Like, he's like... Chris Christie is not gonna win, but he's probably gonna take somebody out.
They've taken the lead.
Like, he's gonna have a moment where he just like absolutely owns somebody, but he's not gonna win the nomination himself. It'll be like Tulsi Gabbard, right? Tulsi Gabbard didn't win the nomination, but Tulsi Gabbard absolutely owned Kamala Harris. But I mean, people have fun with him. He's a somewhat likable dude. But like, the same scandals that sank his campaign didn't go away. So like, if you lose because of scandals, bro, if you lose because of scandals, you can't expect that you're gonna win if you try to run for president again. Like, if you lose because of scandals, it's over, bro. Like, go home. Yeah, I know Chris Christie's popular in my chat because I think a lot of it is because he's a moderate and my chat is filled, my Discord is filled with like progressive Christians, but like in the wider Republican conservative movement, like ain't nobody voting for nobody's Chris Christie. He's not exactly John Kasich. He's not exactly John Kasich or Kasich, but he's like as close as you could be without being an actual Democrat. Come on, where's everybody at? Oh, he's an ally, never mind. Yo, wait, why am I beating myself up? Like, we're actually winning. Ugh.
The enemies have gotten ahead.
Bro.
Bring them in.
Sometimes it can be way too easy to be negative on yourself, even if you're doing well. You know?
You're in the lead.
It's annoying. But anyways, let's go. How you doing?
That's how you doing.
But anyways, yeah, Lexo, how are you doing? I don't think I've seen you in the Discord that much. Oh no. Traded. Man, we're down, but it's time to clutch up. But I feel like we're not really in the clutch up mode. We could be. You know, well, shoot.
Your team
Maybe
is in the
I'm
lead.
wrong.
Keep it up.
Lennoxo. Said in the chat.
Leading.
I recently made a video why I left the YTP.
You know, it's fair. It's fair. I mean, you grew up.
Said in the chat. Asterisk community.
You know. Yeah, I mean,
The enemies have got 10 to
probably
win.
just grew up. Got sick and tired of toxicity. Non-stop. Go community's toxic.
Nice shot.
You guys will stop being part of the YTP community before you stop watching me.
Flags to go.
And not even say you're gonna be watching me for like insanely for like that much longer. I'm just saying that like so many of you guys are coming around that it's not gonna be long before not that many of you guys are still in the YTP community. Like, which of you guys are still in the YTP community? It's cool. There's nothing to mourn. You guys are just maturing, and that's fine. I mean, YTPs are like a fairly immature form of content. Even ping trip stuff, which is like the only type of YTP I like.
Terrorists win.
Lennoxo. Said in the chat. I actually made a second channel because of it.
Oh, cool. That makes sense. You know, giving yourself like a fresh start. Yeah, that makes sense. I can get down with that. I love how the sniper has 1 sniper kill. Out of the entire team having 100 kills. Wow, great job, sniper. You got 1 kill while sniping. Well, to be fair, it's better than what I could have done, but still. Sniper, no sniping. Oh, man. Y'all, I'm so tired. I think I'm only going to do like 2 more of these matches, maybe.
Yes. First frag goes to your team.
But see, you ain't got to play COD when you got CSGO. Which is arguably a better game anyways. Oh, holy frick.
Said in the chat. I just felt like on my main channel, people were obsessing over me for YTP reactions, but I feel like with this channel it will make me more creative with my content.
I mean, I understand like not liking the pressure, but I mean it'd be nice to have like, you know, a solid subscriber base, but at the end of the day, like, if they're not there for what you're making, like, probably better to start with something new, you know. Dang, bro, how long did that take? But yeah, also, by the way, Linux, so if you just popped in, I'm in the Discord for gaming. If you want to pop on and talk for a little bit, I'm not gonna be alive for too much longer. But if you wanted to hang, I'm in the Discord. Come on, get that. Dang, I couldn't get that triple stack. I'm gripping it. Okay. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. Dang it. Bro, dang it.
Hello.
Hello?
Oh, hey. Yo, what's up?
Hey, yeah.
Not much. I popped in to say hello.
Nice. Hey, nice to see you.
Probably won't stick around much. I'm not a Call of Duty person, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's CSGO. It's a similar game, though.
Yeah.
Wait, were you on the Cars vs SMP just now? Because I saw you were playing Minecraft for a few hours.
I was. Being goodish for building a hobbit house.
Oh, I was wondering what you guys were doing. I know last time I was on, you guys were like building a temple of what was it? The Temple of Sus.
That's done. That's finished.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, though.
Hey, Newsby.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, I made a whole, like, other new channel called, I forget what it's called, the Enchanting Gentleman channel, where it's basically an alternate channel. I know, it's called the Enchanting Gentleman channel. But I made a whole new channel. I made a whole new channel of me leaving the YTP community, whatever. I made a recent video about it on my main channel, called "This Is My Last Video," and basically me describing my whole like the choice and decision of me leaving the YTP community.
Wait, so the new channel, like the Enchanted Gentleman, what's it about? It's like about like Minecraft or.
I'll see you, Mar.
All right, see you, man.
Just wanted to say hi.
Yeah, I appreciate you popping in, man.
All right, yeah. So back to what I was saying. So this is more like of an escape from YTP or whatever, because when you think about it, even if I say like, yeah, I'm done with YTPs or whatever, I can say that, and I'll be okay with it. But here's the thing: most of my audience that I grew from are from YTP reactions, so it kind of makes the whole like my old subscriber count kind of useless, if I were to say, because they were just there for YTP reactions. And if I were to say, oh, I'm done with YTPs, then what else are they gonna watch from me, honestly? What, like,
I mean, there's no
videos?
chance
No,
of
they
like
can
overlap
watch
of them
YTP
liking your new content.
Yeah. No, there's really no. And once I made that video, man, the subscriber count went down. Because it really showed how egotistical people were with YTP reactions. And
Well, I mean,
exposed them.
if they watch
What's
you
up?
for a certain type of content, like I understand if they're gonna get mad, like for you not doing that content anymore, right?
I mean, yeah, it's no big surprise. It's the YTP community. We always blame everything on the YTP community.
I mean, it's like if Mogul Mail started doing like bacon videos. Like I wouldn't blame the fans for getting mad about that, you know?
True, but I mean, I didn't really blame them. I just didn't feel like it anymore, and it burnt me out a lot. So, because like there was times where I actually had to react to a lot of YTPs or whatever, and it really did burn me out a little bit. I had less genuine reactions more when I started uploading, and that was actually kind of bad for me.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like YTPs in general are like, I can imagine how hard it could be to make a career out of like reacting to that content when just watching it is exhausting for me. Like I tried doing YTP reactions for a bit and it was just like, it barely worked for a small period of time.
Yeah. No, like for YTP, just add a bunch of like racism jokes, add a bunch of messed up jokes, 9/11 jokes, and that's what makes a YTP, unfortunately. And that's not the only reason why. That's not the only reason why I left the YTP community. Not only because it's toxic, it's just very explicit to watch sometimes.
Yeah.
There's sometimes where it can go, a YTP can go past a certain limit with humor, and which it gets to the point of either being too much to handle, at least for me. Yes. As being the connoisseur of reacting to YTPs, I would know.
Yeah. Well, I think it's funny because like you guys were asking me to react to YTPs. You guys were basically begging me to react to YTPs, and like all the reasons I gave for no longer watching YTPs are the reasons why you guys are no longer in the community. So it's like you guys are on my side now.
Really?
Well, basically, yeah. Like,
yeah, no.
I was like, this is just edginess for edginess sake. It's not funny. And like, I'm not gonna do reactions to it if it's not, if I don't find it funny.
No, nothing really original happens in the YTP community, I ever say. But you know, it's the YTP community. They're not gonna change. They're only gonna rely on people that react to most YTPs. I'm not one of them anymore. So if you want another person to react to YTPs, I'm not your guy.
Yeah.
I'm not your guy.
What? Sorry.
What's up?
Oh well, I was wondering like, which of my types of content like do you like watching better? Because like, excuse me, I've been trying different things and my views have been like fluctuating. Like, is it like
do you want
internet?
me to be brutally honest?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to see that. I don't want to like beat too much in the bush about it, but if we're being brutally honest here, I feel like it's the hard that really doesn't really interest me as much as I should. I'm sorry. I'm just being brutally honest here. Like, I don't know. Compared to like the politic videos, like streams, those are slightly interesting because like you're covering a lot of stuff from like news articles that you find on like credible sources like CNN and whatever, and like I just think it's very good to see your own commentary, either if it is like right or wrong, whatever. It's still, I don't know, it's still nice to see your commentary on some political things. And it's funny that you told me that I missed out on the what was it, the apolitical thing? I forgot you told me like after I started joining the stream.
Yeah, the political stuff with Nickmercs and everything, which is crazy because it like intersects like political stuff and like gaming culture too. Because Nickmercs is like a pro gamer.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about the whole drama with the gamer thing. I really don't. I don't know. Just game however you want to game. There really needs to be no drama about it.
Well, no, the drama was basically so you know like about the situation with the Glendale elementary school where you know like where there was the fight between the parents of the students and Antifa.
I've heard a little bit of this, but I don't know the full story. Like I know there was like a fight, but I don't know what it was about.
Yeah, the full story is very long, but essentially, they were fighting a caster who's basically like a commentator in the esports world. They just call them casters. He said like just let people love who they love, and then a pro gamer Nickmercs in a pro gamer move, I suppose, said like, leave the little kids alone. That's the real issue here. Basically saying if they weren't trying to push this stuff in schools, then there wouldn't be like this they wouldn't be so upset to the point of fighting anyways. And so Activision very quickly responded by removing a bundle of like DLC items from Call of Duty Warzone 2 that included Nickmercs in it, which many people were upset about, either because they supported what Nickmercs said, because most people did support what Nickmercs said, or because Activision has had tons and tons of bugs in their game that they've left unaddressed for weeks on end, and there are things that the community really wants to be in the game that they refuse to address. But then like Nickmercs does one tweet, and then within weeks, or not weeks, within an hour or two, they change the game to like react to it. So it's like it's like a multi-layered thing. It's not just about the politics, but politics is like a big part of why people are mad. So now some people are boycotting Call of Duty. It's the whole thing.
So there was like a bit of Activision drama, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. I've never heard of that before with the whole Activision thing and how like parents are fighting.
Oh no, you didn't hear about it?
No, I only heard that there was some fight going on about gaming culture, but I didn't know like the specifics with it. I didn't know it involved like Activision, whatever. And that's pretty much it. I didn't know about the whole Activision thing.
Yeah, no, it's.
But going back to what you were saying originally about which content I actually did prefer most, I really did like the Andrew Tate one.
Yes,
Wait, what's up?
I still plan on cutting that down into a video. It's just like very long, so it's gonna take me forever to edit.
The Andrew Tate one?
Yeah, well, both his debate with Hasanabi as well as his like the whole documentary with Vice. So I reacted to that too. But do you like even agree with my politics?
Huh. That sounds pretty cool.
Do you even like agree with my politics?
What in particular? What in particular?
Just like in general.
Because I mean, it depends how you're looking. Like, let's go to Ron. Let's talk about Ron DeSantis.
Okay.
Do you agree that he should be? Do you think that he should become the next president? Because
no.
My cousin. You know what's funny? People actually consider him to be the next fascist. So I don't know what that means.
I mean, I think fascist has become a nonsense word nowadays to mean like politics I don't like. But I actually agree. Like he is probably one of the most authoritarian governors we've seen in a while. He's even banning things that I don't like handing out like Nazi propaganda. But but you know, that's like a anti-free speech thing, right? To say, oh, you can't hand out pamphlets that say these things because, you know, they're bad. You know, they're bad for sure. But that doesn't mean that we make a law banning it, you know?
Isn't what the Don't Say Gay bill was all about, or is that something else?
No, that was something else. So that was
okay.
The whole like anti-Semitism thing was part of a bill to stem anti-Semitism in Florida because it was kind of like ramping up. So that was one of the measures. But the Don't Say Gay bill was about keeping
First to reach halfway.
keeping like I think it was like LGBT stuff out of schools, but then it kind of got like expanded, and in my opinion the scope broadened too much because now it just bans like any controversial content, I think, without many parameters about what that means. Like I'm fine with like not including like LGBT stuff in like classrooms, but at a certain point you can't just ban anything that's controversial, you know? I also feel like it's something that local school boards should be deciding, not like Ron DeSantis. Like, if local parents want to like go to the school board and say, hey, we don't want LGBT stuff in the curriculum, like that's fine, but it's a bit heavy-handed for a governor to say, like, you know, for the whole state you're not allowed to have LGBT stuff, because I'm a huge like parental rights person, even though I'm not like pro LGBT as they say. So like if a bunch of parents in like one county want their school to be like pro like gender ideology or whatever, I think they should have the right to put in whatever content that they want in the schools, so long as it's not like, you know, breaking any laws, like, you know, exposing them to pornography or anything.
Yeah. But I agree. I feel like it shouldn't be really a governor thing. It should be more of a school institutions thing, because it seems kind of a little ridiculous that the governor himself is taking control of the whole LGBTQ situation.
Yeah,
that's just how I see it.
And it's tough because I see why he appeals to people, because he usually speaks in a calmer and more civil way than Trump, and he also shares a lot of like conservative Christian values. But at the same time, like, we can share like values on what society should like be like and function, but I can still acknowledge that you're like heavy-handed in the way that you want things to change. And the problem is the nation is like built on freedom, right? So if you're like not being pro-freedom, then you're sort of being antithetical to the whole point of America in the first place.
Yeah. But I'm still voting for Chris Christie though. Just because of the memes.
Oh, so it's just for the memes? Because I'm like, why are you supporting Chris Christie?
You know what's funny? You know Mr. Pizza, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, he originally had the same reason he was going to vote for Chris Christie because of the memes, and he doesn't really know a lot of the other politics as Ron DeSantis, Donald Trump, or any of the other like people that are like not being nominated for the Republican convention or whatever.
Yeah.
So he's just voting for Chris Christie just solely for the memes.
I mean, yeah, it's a meme, but like, first of all, I think voting is too important a thing to do like just for the memes. You know?
I mean,
like, there's a lot of stuff going on politically. There are too many high stake things going on politically right now for me to be like, ha, I'm gonna vote for like Chris Christie.
No, it's just
for the memes.
I've heard a lot of
Lols.
stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard a lot of stuff about Ron DeSantis, and I feel like he's been getting a lot of trouble with like, here's one thing. Have you ever heard about the $1 billion lawsuit that he got from Disney or whatever?
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah. What was that again? I think he was like gonna reconstruct Disney and like gonna place it in Illinois. I think it's the state where I live in.
Hey, yo, what? No, I didn't hear about that.
I think no, it might have been Louisiana. I could be wrong, but I think he was gonna add land or whatever to Louisiana. I think he was gonna make like cocoa, like a cocoa roller coaster or whatever. I think that's what it was, but I don't know how, but I think that led to a potential $1 billion lawsuit. I'm not sure if that's the reason why, but all I know is that he was thinking of like adding more land into Louisiana, New Orleans, and adding like a new cocoa ride or whatever. So that's gonna be released at sometime soon. I don't know.
Huh.
That's pretty much what I know about it.
Huh.
Yeah, Coco the movie.
No, I didn't know that was happening. I know that he had removed some of their like protections, like corporate protections, because he didn't like their politics. Which I'm like, I can get down with the position that like there shouldn't be those types of protections, but you can't just revoke them because you don't like the politics of the company that has the protections. Like, that's just petty.
Yeah.
And like you can't let pettiness dictate your policy. Like, that's just bad.
Yeah. It's pretty bad.
Like, I'm leaning Tim Scott.
Tim Scott.
I still like Vivek Ramaswamy, though. There are a lot of good candidates, I feel like.
Yeah. All right. I was able to hop on for a little bit. I'm probably gonna head to bed.
Fair enough. But yeah, thanks for hopping on and like talking
I
politics because
I don't know. Yeah, I know. I know you're saying. I don't know how long are you gonna be streaming for.
I'm probably just gonna do this one round, and then this will be the last round. So no more than like 9.5 minutes.
All right, that's cool. I'm glad to talk about politics. I usually, funny enough, I don't really talk a lot about politics, but my cousin, he loves Ron DeSantis because he helps children or whatever. He helps children with this.
I mean, I understand where he's coming from. I think he has good intentions. And, there's an unfortunate shortage of people who are trying to like protect children. So I can see why it makes Ron DeSantis look like a good guy, but I just think his policies have bad implications that could be made worse if he becomes president.
Yeah. All right, I'm probably gonna hop off for tonight.
All right.
That was nice talking to you, Newsby.
Yeah, I'll see you around, my guy. I'll be doing a probably more heavier gaming stream on Thursday. Probably more.
Oh, cool.
Probably more game. What was it? Grand Theft Auto gameplay. Because I'm really trying to ramp up that series.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right, see you, man.
All right, see ya. All right, where are the enemies at? Yeah, I was on a roll last round. Boo. Yeah, I was on a roll last round. Come on. Get it together. Do it like this. Do it like that. Come on. Is this muscle memory? I don't think I've gotten that many like straight headshots like in a row in like a long time. Yo! Why is this feeling so easy? And then this is the moment I get killed, right? Dang, bro.
The enemy team is leading.
Bro, well, we gotta clutch up then. Woohoo, shoot. But we're only down by 2. We've got 6.5 minutes to recover. So, we got some time to clutch up, boys. I feel like I'm about to get shot in the back. Okay, good. I'm gonna meet up with our compadres because that way I have some allies. Good, I'll take that. Thank you very much. Okay. Alright, where's the rest of the team? Gotta go give support. Yes! Let's go. This is the best CSGO I've ever played. Yo, bro, I wish I was playing in broad daylight because then I would actually be able to like scream and shout and do all the things. Yo, I got that shot and then the dude did it back. Bro, it was kind of fire, but it felt a little whack. I just hit the target in the head, it kind of slapped. Hit him with the knife and then I slapped him with the mat. Boom, I think the enemy caught me on lack. So that ate a couple enemies a snack. Then the guy hit me in the back. I wanted and I fell into his lap. Yeah, I'm in my silly mode right here. Nice. Ooh. Alright, enemy. Booyah. Whew. Well, this has been a fun day. Hopefully we can clutch up and get the 3 points we need to win. We're down 2, boys. Down 2. Too many enemies there. Now we're down 3. We gotta clutch up now, boys. We gotta clutch up now, for real, for real. Oh! Such violence. It cannot stand. We're down by 3, boys. We're down by 3. Oh, disgusting. We're down by 5. Come on. What are we doing? Okay, team. Okay, team. What are we doing? What are we doing right now? We've got like 60 seconds. Get like 6 kills. Like, what is this? There's no way that we're coming back. What are you doing? I'm standing there. Okay, we're down by 4. We're down by 4. Okay. Now we're down by 5. What are we doing? Like, why are we down by 5? Okay, down by 4. Down by 5 again. Down by 2. What the heck?
The enemies have got 10 to win.
How did that happen? Down by 3? Down by 2?
Almost there. 10 points remaining.
Down by 1. Down by 1. Down by 1. Man, we came so close. And that's the tough thing. That's the tough thing. Because, like, just looking at the scoreboard, like, we came close. I got the most points out of everyone. But we were down by, like, what was it, 6, 7 points? And then we end up, you know, basically tying the game, only down by 1. We actually clutched up hard. I didn't know AI could clutch up like that. But anyways, it's time to log off, boys. Because there's always that moment. Gaming is fun. But you can't game forever. Sometimes you gotta go to sleep and go to work in the morning. So, oh my goodness. That's what I'm gonna do. Thanks everyone for tuning in. For those of you tuned in, suffered through the politics and all the discussions. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, what the heck is this? Yo, join the Discord so you can get to see cool stuff like this. Official Mike has an AT-AT. That's pretty cool. I mean, he's making good money now. I think that's one of the things that he said he wanted to get, right? One of the things he built to, like, de-stress. Very cool. Also, I'm a fan of, like, the civilian houses that he has down there. I don't know what they are, but I see he's got Spider-Man, so that's pretty cool. Nice. I mean, I miss the old days where, you know, we had a whole Lego City / Lego Town. That was fun. Basically playing like make-believe with all that was pretty dope. Oh. But anyways, I gotta go to bed, edit tomorrow's video as well. Peace out, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. And join the Discord, by the way. Join the Discord.